here at the Barre Elks Lodge at Barre, Vermont, as Green Mountain Wrestling's WinterSlam III continues on. My name is Peter DeLonge. Thanks so much for joining us once again. Coming down to the ring, Bombshell energy only, Kayla Lopez making her Green Mountain Wrestling debut. A woman who's been part of the conversation a lot lately in the Northeast. And management decided that they wanted to give her a chance, gave her a call, asked her to come on in, and to her credit, when she found out who her opponent was going to be, she didn't back down, she didn't balk, she didn't hesitate, she was still up for the challenge. If I told you how many people changed their minds mid-conversation when they found out they were facing Selena Hekate, you'd be shocked. But Kayla Lopez, not one of them. And now, coming down to the ring, with a path being cleared by self-proclaimed Green Mountain royalty, Johnny Pierce, making way for his queen, the Hellcat, Selena Hekate. Of course, well known here in the hallowed halls of the Barre Elks Lodge in Barre, Vermont. Everyone knows what it means when Selena Hekate walks into a room. Was that the guy that was just bowing to her? She got in the face of the one person that was bowing to her. Maybe it was the guy next to her. Regardless, never kind, never friendly. Selena Hekate, not interested in making friends, more interested in subjugating the masses here in Green Mountain Wrestling. But before we go any further, let's kick it over to Tony Morse for the opening announcement.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. And is brought to you by Corbin's Finest. With over 20 years immersed in cannabis and hemp cultivation, Corbin's is dedicated to making Vermont a world leader in cannabis quality and innovation. Corbin's Finest, Vermont's favorite cannabis.
Yeah, baby!
Introducing first, in the corner to my right, hailing from Duxbury, Massachusetts, and weighing in at 135 pounds, she is the Bombshell Beauty, Kayla Lopez! And her opponent, hailing from the Crossroads, and weighing in at 666 brimstone, she is the Hellcat, Selena Hekate! And your referee for this contest is Adam Brunton!
Adam Brunton refereeing this matchup, and before we get going, we got to make sure to give a quick shout out to our tag team partner for this matchup, none other than Corbin's Finest, once again supporting the action here in Green Mountain Wrestling and supporting independent wrestling as a whole in the great state of Vermont. Thanks so much. Head over to Corbin'sFinest.com to check out what the hype is all about. And Kayla Lopez attempting to find common ground, perhaps within sportsmanship, however, finding none, as it does happen to be Selena Hekate she's going up against. Hekate stomping a foot to gain the advantage here. Nice headlock takeover. And Lopez finding herself on the mat, but using those long, muscular legs to her advantage. Finding that headlock now. Headlock takeover of her own. As now Lopez looks to continue to dominate this, although it is early. And of course, Hekate has yet to employ her most famous tactics, which are, bending and breaking the rules. Which she just did to gain the advantage there. Headlock now applied on Lopez. Oh, Lopez with a midsection shot. Sends her off the ropes. Shoulder block. Takes Lopez down. Hekate off the ropes now. Tripping attempt. Unsuccessful as Hekate saw it from a mile away. Dropped out right back into a headlock. Lopez powering out of that headlock now. Nice snapmare with a roll through and a kick to the chest. Double boots to the side. Go for the cover now. Hekate pushes her off with ease. 1 count only. Now Lopez coming from across the other way. Hekate gets out of the way through the ropes. Referee Adam Brunton doing his job. That is the rules. Can't attack somebody when they're in the ropes. And head first into that top turnbuckle. Hekate uses the distraction to her advantage. 2 count only. Lopez gets the shoulder up. Match continues, but now Hekate in control, and this is where she's most dangerous. Laying her up across that middle rope with the back rake. Lopez in trouble here. Nasty shot right across the chest piece. Brings her over to the next top turnbuckle. Head first into it. Hekate putting some distance in between the two, coming in with a running clothesline in the corner. Lopez now sent to the opposite side. Stumbles out. Hekate locks her up in a Russian leg sweep. Turns over. Putting her into position.
What do you say, Kayla? Do you want to get up?
Hands laced underneath the jaw. Pulling back on the jaw. Wrenching the neck. Oh, and Kayla Lopez just rolls her over. Sends her off into the corner. Getting a moment of recuperation. But Hekate doesn't allow for very much time. Shots in the midsection by Lopez. Catches that clothesline. Going for a backslide pin here. Down to her knees. Hekate fighting it. 2 count only. Hekate gets up first and comes with a clothesline. Goes for the cover. Not enough. Lopez showing some heart here. But Hekate looks to break that off. Lopez trying her best to cover up with those shots, but you know some of that force is getting through. Face first into that top turnbuckle. Hekate now taking a shot to the chest. Lopez fighting back, but Hekate shuts it down immediately. The Hellcat not allowing any kind of momentum to build for Lopez. Out of the corner now, picks her up. Look at that side slam. 2 count only. Lopez refuses to quit here. And you know that's just angering Hekate. The Hellcat takes it personally. Every kick out she takes as a personal insult. Back up to a standing base by her ears and her hair, but shots to the midsection by Lopez. Ducks the clothesline. Oh, goes for the pin. Too close to the ropes, however. And now the rear chin lock applied by Hekate. You can see King Pierce in the crowd talking to his countrymen. They are not amused. That child does not want to speak to Johnny Pierce. Hekate continuing to put pressure on the lower back and wrench up on the jaw and the neck of Lopez. Lopez trying to get to the ropes. And does. Relinquishes the hold. Does Hekate. She has to.
No! It is! I don't think it's funny!
Hekate now back on the offense. Goes directly for Lopez. Fireman's carry position. Lopez fights her way out of it though. Sends her into the ropes. And a forearm smash right to the clavicles. Clothesline takes her down. Hekate trying to come back with her own clothesline, but Lopez overpowering her, coming at her sooner. Ducks that clothesline now. Oh! Drives the face into the knees, goes for the cover now. No, 2 count only. And Hekate grabbing onto the rope just because. And now Johnny Pierce getting himself involved in this matchup, clearly seeing that his queen is in trouble and applying the full Nelson is Selena Hekate. Pierce still up there, creating more of a diversion. Wait a minute. Kayla Lopez sends Hekate into Johnny Pierce, but they stop short before a crash. Wait, goes for the roll-up, but Pierce hangs on. Referee Adam Brunt breaks up the illegal hold, but still only a 2 count. And as the referee is jaw-jacking with Johnny Pierce, Hekate, bloodbath! Face first into the mat! Well, 2 count only, but she picks her up. She stops the count early. And goes right back to that camel clutch. Wants to send a message. Wants to put an exclamation point on this matchup. Lopez trying her best to hold on, but just can't for long enough as Hekate pulls out yet another win here in Green Mountain Wrestling.
By way of submission, the Hellcat, Selena Hekate.
And of course, with the distraction and the diversionary tactics by Johnny Pierce, the numbers game paying off dividends, but giving up to Kayla Lopez, she put up a hell of a fight and nearly had her on a few occasions. But tonight, Selena Hekate continues her winning ways. Folks, don't go anywhere. We're not done yet. We got the main event coming up. It's the Ultimate Powers versus Memory Museum. Loser breaks up for good. Green Mountain Wrestling's WinterSlam III comes to a crescendo.